know this is our show, not so. This is our show, is it not? Your Excellency, sir, we just want to do something symbolic. It's always difficult to conceive an idea. It's more difficult to transform it to a philosophy. And when you grow as a leader, you conceive an idea and you transform it to a philosophy. The next thing is to imbibe it to people. Let people begin to behave and act like you because they've seen something good in you. You are the owner of this idea. Power must rotate. Let's look at it. This idea was conceived by you. You stood by it. Even when the entire nation was against it in Rivers State, you stood your ground. If not for the grace of God, maybe you would have lost your life. And having conceived this idea, and today is a philosophy, we are your foot soldiers. This is the 18th local government we have been to. And I'm happy to inform you that this has become a movement. And as the grand patron of this NGO, I have the honor as the president to present it to you. We know you are the owner of the idea, but hang it somewhere where you can always be seeing it. Because we have already imbibed it and we are moving with it. Free Rivers! Free Rivers! Power must rotate! Thank you very much, sir. Sir, on behalf of the entire Free Rivers nationwide, I have the pleasure to now invite you to address your people in Kana local government. Welcome, sir.
Adukaka, Sondalera Bari, Adule, Sondalera Yebe, Adukaka, Sondalera Bari, Adule, Sondalera Bari, Adukaka, Sondalera Bari, Adule, Sondalera Bari, Adukaka, Sondalera Bari, Adule, Sondalera Bari. Alukaka uwe so metile abari eme adule so ebizile rayebe alukaka so dale abari adule hey.
If there is one Rivers politician that can claim to come from Ogoni, and I challenge everybody in Rivers State to make the same claim. I challenge anybody in Rivers State to make that same claim. Shift. These people don't have PVC. These people have PVC. You have PVC. So you're very important. I said, if there is any other politician in Rivers State that can claim from Rivers State, that can claim that he's from Ogun, let him come forward. As ordinary speaker, I built an office complex at the University of Port Harcourt. Guess what I call the office complex? Ken Sarawiwa English House. By that time, everybody was running away from the death of Ken. You remember? There was controversy whether they would bury Ken or not, whether they would pick up his bones from Port Harcourt or not. People were afraid of what the federal government would do. I looked for money. I built an English building at the Faculty of Humanities in the University of Port Harcourt, and I named it proudly Ken Sarawiwa English House. I have never met Ken, but I believe in his principle. I believe in the principle of the fact that Ogoni, representing the South and the Niger Delta, were under oppression. And there was a need for the Ogoni people and the people of the South to be liberated. Right? He was killed by the machine of power. I could have been killed when we were fighting for the installation of President Buhari. Because at that time, we were fighting the same power that Ken Sarawiwa fought. Remember? They could have killed me. In fact, if they had won, only God knows where I would have been by now. Adukaka, Salela Bari, Adule, Salela Bari, Adukaka, Salela Bari, Adule, Salela Bari, Adukaka, Sametilera Bari, Adule, Sametilera Bari, Adukaka, Salela Bari, Adule, Salela Bari. As at that time, your children found it, some of your children found it difficult to identify with Ken. As at that time, Some of your children found it difficult to identify with Ken. Me, Chubike wrote to me Amechi, from the little town of Ubima, I identified with Ken. Now, why I say that is everybody, now it's time for election. Everybody is beginning to say, I know Ken, I know Ogoni. I'm fighting for Ogoni. How you know who is fighting for anybody is bring down projects. Train your children. As a speaker, I trained Equatorial men and women in the universities overseas from my pocket. As a governor, I trained Ogoni children overseas, true or false? I made sure government paid your school fees because education was what Ken died for. Ken educated Ogoni people, true or false? Let me give you an example. As governor of Rivers State, I directed Rivers State Greater Port Harcourt Development Authority to employ people. The only ethnic nationality they got, everybody were looking for, was Ogoni. The only, go and ask them, the record is here. The only ethnic nationality they got, all the graduates in all the fields, was Ogoni. At that point, I said, Ken discharge his responsibility. His soul will rest in peace. So, today, you have a responsibility. When I finish talking, I will tell you, pay me back. Do what? You didn't pay me when I directed that we can turn Bori into a modern city. The first step to turning Bori into a modern city is to ensure that our roads. I did all the roads in Bori, true or false? I did it. Did I do it? Because that your governor is claiming that we did nothing. By the time we came into government, there was no light in Bori, true or false? We brought light straight from Port Harcourt. We had to string that cable straight from Port Harcourt to Bori to restore power. Right? And he's right. I said no more bicycle. We shall bring cars here. We will drive cars in this town because you are entitled to cars. One of the greatest problems we have faced is the problem of poverty. You remember? Because of poverty, I introduced reverse money for... So most of those people who are fighting now were those reverse people who took the reverse money. And they didn't remember you. If you know me, whatever I have, we share, is it not? We share, and because I know I came from a very poor background, I understand the language you speak. When I was growing up, there were days we couldn't feed in the morning. You didn't know where lunch or dinner will come from. I didn't have the luxury of eating egg. You know this egg, and my children will tell me, no, Dad, I want it fried or scrambled. Me, give me cooked one and make I eat. Much more scrambled or fried. So I know who you are. My father wasn't a big man. He wasn't a member of anything. My father was just an honest man who taught me how to be honest. So when you hear, Amechi is too blunt, Amechi is too direct, what they are forgetting to use is Amechi is too principled. So and in Nigeria, when you're too principled, they call you stubborn. You know that? Now, when I address your roads in Bori, I address your primary schools. True or false? I built primary schools everywhere. I said, we must, in fact, the one we wanted to build in Bori was causing problem between us and the church. We gave land, the church, it was church land, people were trying to appropriate that land. Right? After that, we built health centers, true or false? We employed doctors in the health centers, true or false? They are all gone. The doctors are all gone, true or false? The primary schools are nearly closed. In fact, Governor Yeso Wike went to my village and went to a secondary school my village built under Okilo. Two or three buildings. Oh, that he wants to renovate this school. As if me from that village didn't do anything. He hired cars, buses to bring people from other places to come and receive him. I built a secondary school in my village. 32 hostels, about 25 classrooms, teachers' quarters and all that. He left it abandoned. Thieves went and took the roofing sheets, took the doors, the windows. Now he's coming to renovate 3 buildings that my village built under Okilo. Why didn't he say, all of you move into the school? Why didn't he say, move into this new school that this man has completed? He has what we call amechiphobia. Yeah. You know what they call amisophobia?